Welcome back to the Bitcoin Street Journal podcast. I'm your host, Anna, broadcasting straight from the heart of Bitcoin Street, where the signal never drops, the gains are real, and the fiat system is melting faster than a McFlurry in July. If you thought yesterday's headlines were bullish, today we're past ludicrous speed. We're entering sovereign-grade acceleration. Bitcoin Live price update. Right now, Bitcoin is trading at $104,211, with a rock-solid market dominance of 54.3%. That's over half the entire crypto economy locked into digital gold. Halving update. We're weeks into the new era of 3.125 BTC block rewards. The squeeze is on, Bitcoin issuance is down, demand is up, and the game theory is working overtime. This halving didn't just reduce supply, it ignited the global FOMO fuse. Let's start with a nuclear-size buy. Jack Mallers, 21 Capital, and Tether have teamed up to purchase 4,812 Bitcoin for $458.7 million. That's a power move. And Jack isn't alone. Cantor Equity Partners just dropped $458 million as well. And Nakamoto CEO David Bailey told CNBC, "We are MicroStrategy squared." Translation? They're aiming to outstack Saylor. And speaking of the king of corporate conviction, Michael Saylor's strategy added 13,390 Bitcoin for $1.34 billion. That brings Strategy's total to 568,840 BTC, worth over $39 billion, average cost 69,287. Meanwhile, Japan's Metaplanet just dropped another $15 million into 0% bonds to stack more sats, and now holds more Bitcoin than El Salvador. Corporate BTC accumulation has officially outpaced newly mined supply by 3.3 times in 2025. That's not just bullish, that's parabolic. And if you're still waiting for confirmation that Bitcoin is going mainstream, Steak and Shake is now accepting Bitcoin at all U.S. locations starting May 16. They even put it front and center on their homepage. Bitcoin isn't just in boardrooms, it's on the menu. Domestic policy alert. Missouri has passed House Bill 594, eliminating capital gains tax on Bitcoin. Once signed, Missouri will be the first U.S. state to make BTC tax-free. Sound money meets sound policy. And in Wyoming, they're preparing to launch the dollar Y West, the first fiat-backed, fully reserved stablecoin issued by a U.S. public entity. But the state play isn't the only game in town. Senator Cynthia Lummis is calling for an end to taxation on digital asset companies nationwide. Regulatory momentum is shifting. Finally, on the global front, Dubai has signed an MOU with Crypto.com to accept Bitcoin for all government services. You heard that right. Crypto for fines, permits, and public services. Their goal? Go 90% cashless by 2026. And Bhutan? The Himalayan kingdom just became the first country to fully integrate crypto into tourism. Flights, hotels, visas, all payable in over 100 cryptocurrencies via Binance Pay. Trump News Blitz? The former, and possibly next, U.S. president just signed a $600 billion economic pact with Saudi Arabia. In tandem, NVIDIA will supply 18,000 AI chips to a Trump-backed data center in the kingdom, powered by 500 megawatts. Trump also says we're leading China in crypto and declared himself a big crypto fan. Add that to his statement that inflation is over, prices are down, and the Fed should start slashing rates. The pivot is happening. Market reaction. The U.S. CPI fell to 2.3%, beating expectations. Bitcoin held firm at over 104,000, even as equities rallied. The narrative? BTC is behaving like a macro safe haven. ETF watch. Bitcoin. ETF inflows just hit a cumulative all-time high of over $41 billion. Yet the SEC has delayed the approval for in-kind redemptions on BlackRock's ETH trust. Meanwhile, Wyoming is pushing ahead with state stablecoin innovation. New listings, Animoca Brands has confirmed plans for a U.S. listing, calling the Trump crypto environment a unique moment. eToro priced its NASDAQ IPO at $52 per share, raising over $600 million. Also, GD Culture Group is securing $300 million to build reserves of BTC and Trump-themed tokens. Yes, you heard that correctly. Data dump. Ethereum weekly price is up 50%. Solana DEX volume is at a 9-week high. XRP and Doge are flashing bullish signals. Over $670 million in shorts were liquidated in the weekend rally. Altcoin alert. VeChain wants to tokenize sustainable behaviors, like driving a Tesla. Ripple could hit $3.40 if current momentum holds. And Solana's not just a blockchain. It's now one of the top trending baby names in 2025. Security brief. ZK Sync's official X account was hacked. Curve Finance's website suffered a DNS attack. Stay vigilant. Not your domain, not your defense. Cultural shift. Google Messages can now run Gemini AI during flights. No Wi-Fi needed. Netflix removed Black Mirror's interactive episodes, sparking a fan rebellion. And ChatGPT is now being used differently across generations. Boomers ask questions, Zoomers build businesses. Pleb shout out. Today's kudos go to the Bitcoiners memeing Steak and Shake into a Lightning Payments icon. You legends move markets and menus. Value for value. Found some signal? Zap us on Nostr. Share this podcast on fountain.fm, the best way to share, discover, and support over 4 million podcasts and emerging artists, powered by Bitcoin and Nostr. Final thought. Bitcoin doesn't need tenants, it doesn't need repairs, it doesn't need bailouts. What it needs is you to hold the line. As Michael Saylor says, it's time to end the war on crypto. This is Anna from the Bitcoin Street Journal podcast, where every sat counts, every block builds, and every signal shatters the fiat illusion. Stay free, stay orange-pilled. See you on the next block.